And let's start off with what I think is arguably one of the greatest games to ever come to the iiRcade.
Ready Player One.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just a scrub at Galacticon. I want to introduce to the number one person right now on the leaderboards, Jeff Bidner, and maybe you can share some secrets of playing this amazing game that's been brought to us on the iiRcade.
Oh, right on. So basically, the scoring system, forget about the timer, right? At the end of the scoring system, you get a time bonus, right? We all know that you get those points. But what I came to realize in the game, you can actually, let's say, sacrifice your life in hopes of getting more bonuses to drop, i.e. the one-up hearts to drop, because that's all random. So as you're playing through the game, you want to try to grab those power-ups as soon as they drop, so it starts the next timer to the next one to drop. So you're gambling to see if you can get those hearts to try to farm and get those one-ups. And then while you're waiting for all that to happen, just shoot and get points. Fill your bases up. Just don't fill them all up, because as soon as you fill them all up, then the level ends and you have to go up and the bonuses stop dropping. So just stay in the level, and then what I did to get that 4 million points is what I set out to do every level. I just said, you know what, I'm going to get 100,000 points, and then I'm going to move on. And then I ensured that I got that 60 grand, and then that going up bonus, and then it essentially was getting a free life every level as I would progress through the game. And at one point I had like 20 lives under my belt. And I remember taking a screenshot earlier on in that playthrough when I was at the end of level 5, I had over 1 million points and 13 lives. So that kind of just tells you, if you spend a little bit of a time investment in the beginning to kind of set yourself up for later on in the game, you can really maximize that point score. I actually got that 4 million points in 27 levels, as opposed to the previous score that I set, which was 3.9 million, and I got to level 30. But I didn't do the farming so much as I did on that second playthrough. I did a little bit in the beginning, and then I just kind of went to level after level because of it getting harder as you progress through the game. And basically, yeah, you just have to sit there and just try to take everything.
So basically, you're going to use your timer till the very last second to pop out of the level. Is that what you're saying?
No, actually, you die. Just let yourself die, because as soon as the timer hits 0, your character explodes and you lose a life, and then you'll respawn in the level, and your timer goes back to 174 and starts counting down again. So you
get the full time again.
Absolutely, you get the full time again.
What a hack!
That's right.
Wow, I would never even thought to do that. So you're saying use all the time.
Yeah, use all the time. So that's why you don't worry about trying to like fill those pods right away if you play this strategy.
Okay.
You can just do that at your leisure. And to get those 4 that you have trouble with, remember when they start, you have the 3 colors that are already on the platforms, right? Yeah. They don't go anywhere. They don't die. Leave them there until you have like 3 of a kind, and then you can snag that 4th one. And then, and also a better strategy is, let's say you pick up an off-color one and you have 3 altogether. purposely kill that off-color one by hitting something.
Yeah, I've seen you do that. Like you put them on and you just like run them into someone.
Yeah,
so that he goes away.
So you become those ones now become invulnerable to any sort of hit, right? They can still hit you if you fly into something, but those ones that you're still carrying are invulnerable for a certain amount of time. So, and also when you pick something up while you're invulnerable, that other one becomes invulnerable as well. So that gives you a few seconds to then go down without worrying about losing another one and cash it in for 4 and get that 8,000 points.
Wow.
Can you tell us the bonuses for all 8 levels? Because you told me earlier today, like it was amazing. You were just like, oh, you do this, you do this. Can you tell us the bonuses?
I couldn't believe how I stumbled across it. It all started with level 3, when you actually have to shoot those boulders. And I just went nuts and shot a whole bunch of them, and then I got it, and it said you have to shoot 16 large boulders and get to the ship without dying, and that's even those 2 mini boulders that actually break off from the main boulder when you destroy it.
So Cuddles told me too. He has a video on his channel. Check out Cuddles Arcade. But if you go up like in levels, I think it's 1 and 2, as long as you don't shoot anything at all, and you make it to the top. You still have to get like a little icon appears, and that gives you how much? 30,000?
That windmill.
The windmill.
Yeah, you can start shooting after that icon appears, right?
Once it's on the screen, you can start firing to be able to get to it. Okay.
Absolutely.
But that's a cool hack.
So level 4 is the same way. You go up without dying.
Go up without shooting anything?
Yeah, level 5 is the one with the snakes, I believe, that come down. What
do you do for that?
You have to shoot a mystery rock. You see how all the rocks that are going up. There's one rock that'll start flashing when you shoot it. You have to destroy it. You just keep shooting it till you destroy it, and then make it to the ship without dying.
So the rock only flashes when you shoot it.
Yeah,
so you don't know which one it is.
You don't know which one it is. It's random. So you have to go up and just shoot the rocks until you see one that starts flashing and taking hit point damage, and then destroy it without taking damage. Get up to your ship, and you get the bonus. The next one is those green pillars that come with the diamonds, the ruby diamonds in the middle. You have to collect 16 of those. Oof. And there's more than 16 there, so don't worry about grabbing them all. Just grab 16, and then you're in the clear. Get up there without taking a hit, and you.
Yeah, I found for me, like I'll do great, and then I'll get in the little level when you go up, and I'll get killed like 3 times in a row or twice. I really need to those in between levels. Like take all my lives, so I just have to get better at those.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Rexer? Welcome to the show.
And then the next level is those orbs that appear. So essentially, you just have to do a little dance around them. Try to go left and come out the other side to kind of lure them, like left and the right. And you kind of have to do it in a way where you're kind of going back and forth, where it kind of keeps them in the middle, going left and right. Because if you're just off just a little bit, like. You just mess up. That one I'm not good at. I can't get it every time. That one's a difficult one to get. And then the last level 8, going up with the rings, going around, it's the same thing. You have to collect 16 of those rainbow diamonds without dying, and you have to just maneuver through there and get to the top, and you get that windmill, and you get that 30,000 points, and that's all 8 levels.
Yeah. So all you got to do is it's just that easy, and then you'll make 4 million points, just like Jeff Bidner. Is that true? How much practice do you do to be able to play like that? It's amazing.
It's just you just play over and over again, and just learning your mistakes. It's pretty much that, and just really being focused on what's coming, and not just getting that tunnel vision, and just focusing on one thing. Because when you get to the oh my gosh, because we've seen the second playthrough. You guys haven't seen the third and fourth playthrough. When you get to the third and fourth play, you still get the walkers that come. The third playthrough, you get like double walkers, like they spawn continuously, so you have to constantly keep going down and getting them. Else they'll start killing the people you put into the pods. Now, having said that, that's another scoring opportunity right there, right? Because when that walker takes out your enemies, you can now put more your guys in there, and you get like the point scoring for it again. So if you've
you kind of want them to take your enemies out and then refill them.
Yeah, you can get. Yeah,
that's crazy. I wouldn't even have thought of that.
I just thought that the other night. And I'm like, you know what? You could kind of do that, can't you? You can kind of manipulate it that way and get more points that way. I haven't tried that yet, but I want to try that and see how effective, and if it's worth the time effort to do that, as opposed to just shooting all the enemies that come on the screen. Because when you get to the third, fourth playthrough, you get like 3 enemy types on one level all at once, and it kind of keeps you at the bottom. I had a hard time going up grabbing anything because of all the walkers spawning and just everything. It doesn't give you much room to move. And then the fourth playthrough, the walkers, the prison ship that comes through, they have shields and they take more shots, so you have to sit there and for a few seconds to actually destroy them. You just can't simply swoop down in one shot.
Well, I think at least in the iiRcade community, you're probably one of the only people that have seen that. So that's cool.
You're in for a treat when you get that far. So get ready.
I'm not even taking notes because I'm
not even taking notes. Like if I get through level 8,
it's never gonna happen.
I'll be a happy camper. My life will be complete. I will have succeeded.
Is it just like how much patience do you have to figure this out on each like level? How to get the bonuses? How do you figure it out? You just try different things.
Well, that's what it was. What the key words I took from the first one I discovered, which was the third level with the rocks. It says "without dying." That last sentence. So I'm just like, hey, let's go back to level 1 and let's just see if I just go up without dying and don't shoot anything and see what happens. And sure enough, I unlocked the bonus. And then I'm like, let's try that again on level 2. Same thing. And then level 4, same thing. Because when I played initially through it, I would shoot everything for every single time. So that was the only thing I thought was different. It's like, I got to do something different to get this bonus. I can't shoot these things because I'm not getting the bonuses. It's not collecting those diamonds in the first like 4 levels. Okay, let's just go up without dying. And then I get the bonuses. And then there was one guy in the Facebook group, I forget his name, but he told me about level 5, about the mystery rock. That's something I don't think I would have discovered right away. And very thankful that he revealed that tip.
Yeah, it's cool. Brooklyn, can you read the super chat real quick from Stringer Films?
Yeah, shout out again to Stringer Films.
Thank you.
Super chat.
Very generous.
And this is good advice, Rexer. Watch out for deer and one-ups in the roadway.
Very generous.
This is good.
It's all about those one-ups. You got to get those one-ups.
Extra points, Jeff.
Well, to get you deep into the game, because like I said, when you get further on, eventually when you get there, you don't have much room to move, and you could easily bump into something and you can just lose a bunch of lives just like that.
Oh wait, that's the wrong show. Sorry.
Jeff, so is there a maximum amount that you can farm on those first couple levels with one-ups, or is it random?
It's random, so I would say it's a gamble.
Okay.
Right, so you're gonna take a risk. It's just like a slot machine. You're gonna put your money in. You're gonna pull the cord. We're gonna see what comes down. Maybe you get one up in that 174 seconds, or you get like 2 or 3.
Okay.
That drop down. It is random. I've had it happen in one of those 174 where it drops like 2 or 3, and I'm like, yes, you're like, I need all these lives.
Yeah, Miami Cuddles. Did you want to talk to Prince Malcolm about a game?
So
let's let him have the screen.
Is from they have zero reviews on Steam. I played the demo. It's a very good game. So it's a $6 game. It's by Tsunamo or something like that. Okay. But I shared the link on Facebook.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, I mean they're just a hidden gem company that's not getting any hits on Steam. And the game is fantastic. It's as good as Galacticon.
Awesome.
Okay, will do.
Giving Prince homework.
So it is. Jot that down. That sounds intriguing.
Prince, I sent you one. It's called Halo. See if you can get it done.
Yeah. We don't want much. Just Halo. Just get us,
about
Soul Calibur, just easy stuff to get. Easy stuff.
Easy.
Low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit. Let's get some Capcom,
Yeah.
Can I give my opinion on Galacticon?
Yes, absolutely.
So many, it's happened for many years. There's so many games that come out that try to capitalize on the retro crowd, and they try to make the games look pixelated, but they fail because they just don't have that like feeling to them. Galacticon, Longhead, Donut Dodo, 3 games on iiRcade that literally, if I didn't know, could be fooled into thinking that these games actually came out in the 80s and early 90s. That's what I love about those games.
Absolutely. I mean, they could have sat in the arcade like Galacticon should have been sitting between Joust and Defender.
Oh yeah.
And that would have been AAA. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, what do you guys think?
Oh, my allowance would be going in that machine, that's for sure. All those quarters.
Yeah, there are games that no matter when it was released, it would hold up. This game could have been released in '85, and it would still be, it would be talked about like we're talking about it now. It's that good. It's timeless. You know, I don't know if you can say that about, let's say, Donut Dodo or Longhead, but for this one, I think no doubt about it. It's historic.
Hey, look who we got. Look who we got. Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
She showed up. We're so glad you're here.
I told you. Let me move this microphone. I probably should have the microphone a little bit closer.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't
right.
need to hear what Mario has to say. We want to hear
Yeah.
Did you dump those pesky kids
Mario.
off?
Is what?
Did you dump those pesky kids off from practice?
Oh, yeah, my daughter's home. Just hopefully clean it up. Hey, Steps would not be here if it wasn't time for a Mountain Dew taste test. I got Mountain Dew Baja Blast 0.
Okay, I'm determined to get to this because I have something that I feel like I want to say.
Yeah.
How important are leaderboards, panel discussion? And we can, whoever wants to start, who wants to start with that?
Why?
I never thought they were important.
I think we're going to have different
until-
opinions.
Yeah, like I never thought that they were important until you start making friends in the community, and then you start seeing your friends' names up on there, and that makes you want to like chase their score or do better than them.
Absolutely.
So it is very important because I had the iiRcade for a while and never hit that Z button to check the leaderboard. Now I'm always checking them, see who's up on there, and seeing what I'm trying to.
We're going to save Jeff for last. What do you think, Kev Gret?
I mean, just look, we have Jeff on this show. He's the #1 Galacticon and Space Invaders player that we know. Would he be on this show if we didn't know he existed and he was just sitting in his own top 10? I mean, it just shows you that leaderboards are important. They foster competition. They foster
community.
creativity. Jeff's telling us tips and tricks. We wouldn't know any of this stuff if we didn't have leaderboards. So,
absolutely. You know, I found the game Breakthrough. I saw Cuddles' arcade name on there. He was like in 6th place.
Yeah,
I said, hey, Cuddles is on this game. I'm going to check it out. And I got addicted to playing it.
Man, it's tough.
It is a tough game. I can't
That game is
believe how
tough.
well you did in that.
Jumping over the bridge, you know, to go to the
I
other
know it's great. We're going to talk about that game in a minute, but what do you think, Prince Malcolm? I just want to get everyone's opinion.
So I think leaderboards is very important, but outside of the competitiveness, I think also when the devs and the other companies are monitoring, you know, how much you guys are playing by the scores you're making on the leaderboards, competing, they're looking at that too. So they're like, oh wow, so iiRcade is a big deal. So yeah, let's try to get our games on here. So as far as leaderboards and that aspect, it's very important.
Awesome. Cuddles, you have an opinion?
Yeah, very important. It's
Okay.
competitive. It's competition. It's fun to see. You know. Okay, well, I'll turn the game off. No, I want to beat Brad. I'm going to keep playing. Yeah,
I know. I would have never played that game, but I saw your name on it. I said, well, it can't be bad. Cuddles is on here. I'm going to try it out. And here's someone that really does a lot of competitive gaming. I mean, you're doing an incredible job, Steps. You want to talk about leaderboards? Yeah, you're on your full screen. Sorry, didn't mean to shock you into it, but
Yeah. So here's the deal. Here's the deal with me. Like,
Okay.
I at first, like, before I started getting involved with these iiRcade people, I didn't realize that would be a really cool or important feature because I've always just been somebody who just plays games. I didn't really care what my score was or this or that. But I will tell you, when I started playing Space Invaders Infinity Gene, and I was like looking at people on the board, I was like, oh, Rainwater's here. I could do better than Rainwater. And the problem was I did, but I selected the wrong mode. So now
so many games.
So
Yeah,
I got
Jeff.
told that I have to go to a specific mode to chase the score. So I'm gonna have to go back and do that. But I could see how it could be addictive, and it's a good way to get people more involved as a community. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. The community aspect of it to me is really the icing on the cake. I mean, that's what makes me play more. We got a super chat. Can you read this real quick?
Sure. Shout out again to Stringer
Stringer.
Films with another $2 super chat. I scored a Primal Rage in a Smash TV cabinet on Tuesday for $500.
That's awesome.
Now
That's
all you need
awesome.
to do is change it back to Smash TV.
He
I
gets
know.
all the deals. Stringer finds the most incredible arcade deals.
Shout out to Stringer. He has a Space Invaders in his arcade and a Star Wars. Very cool.
Brad, a lot of people have unrealistic expectations, when it comes to getting developers on board. And that's why I pick good games. And I play a lot of games. I return a lot of games on Steam as well. But I picked Verdict Guilty. I don't know if you could show my video later, but that developer is a very good developer. I picked up Super Blood Hockey, but I haven't played that. But like Galacticon, these small developers that are hungry, and people are like, oh man, we need to go after these Capcom. No, dude, that costs money. These companies, I'm sure they'll want a little money. I don't know what the price, $1,000. Hey, but when you get the game on the iiRcade, we have a split. The thing is, you have to go after the small, and there's a lot, dude. There's so many independent developers out there that are unknown with good games, and I searched them out.
Awesome. Shout out to Rich Wadello. He said leaderboards drive replay value, and I would certainly agree with that.
On other formats, you might have leaderboards, but you can't put a face to the people that you're competing against. Here, it's like you almost know everybody, so it makes it that much more fun.
Okay. And let's go to the real person that is on a lot of the leaderboards, at the very top of the leaderboards. Jeff.
Yes.
We're gonna need something special for you.
Yeah, definitely for the like we were talking earlier about the Space Invaders and having the scoreboard roll over. How's that going to show up on the leaderboard when that comes to fruition? The leaderboards for Space Invaders, but I definitely have to agree. You guys touched on all the points about the online leaderboards, and it's only as good as the community surrounding it. Not iiRcade, Arcade 1UP has their leaderboards, but I'm not really drawn to that community because nobody's really doing anything with it, with leaderboards and adding the competitive aspect to it. And I feel in the iiRcade community that you have it there. The community's behind the games and really engaged with the games, and it really motivates you to keep playing and wanting to get that top score.
Yeah.
And you can put a face to the gamer that you're challenging too, which is nice. It's not just some blank name that you don't know who it is. And
I feel like the Arcade 1UP fight game community has been very active, though. I mean, what do you think, Steps?
Yeah, there's a lot of people getting into that tournament game, things like that. Obviously, I'm running that stuff, but it's getting busier when they start releasing like a secondary cab. Now we got a second Street Fighter cab, so that lobby's getting busier. So, sometimes it takes a while to build a community. The Marvel Capcom happened really fast. The Street Fighter, it's been a two-step process. So, it takes time.
I see that community a lot with the fight games, but not with the classic arcade games.
Yeah.
With Arcade 1UP, whereas with iiRcade, I see it like across the board. I see a lot of participation.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Rich Wadello mentioned Squad 51 versus Flying Saucers. See, that's another small indie developer. They have 16 positive reviews, but the game came out like a couple days ago. Yep. See, that's what we need to go after, man. There's so many small indie developers that just they don't get the reviews, but they're good games.
Mm-hmm. Good. Jeff had a good idea that we should encourage the community to go after like a game a week for a leaderboard game. That's a really good idea. iiRcade should run with that and do something with that. Especially that they have their own show, iiRcade Zone, which is awesome. Shout out to those guys, Gunther and KC. Let's see here. We got another comment. Yeah, we need to get people to play the older titles to compete. I'm 100%. I love the old school arcade games. I like the new stuff too.
I was going to say, I will say this. The only game that I see, on the competitor side of people trying to compete with scores is the Midway Legacy, the one from this year. And so I think iiRcade has a huge advantage as far as score chasing. I mean, they really do. It's another one in the column for iiRcade, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Can I play this game? Can I just play? I'll turn the volume down so we don't get copyrighted.
Yeah, you can play it. Mm-hmm.
Can I play?
Shout out to Cuddles.
I like that
mouse
cursor.
pointer.
It's good game right there. Good game.
It's like He-Man on a surfboard.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that they have like 7 subscribers on YouTube, and they came out with a game a year ago, and I don't even think they got 200 views. But I played the game, and it's really good.
Okay, awesome. I got a quick clip I want to play real quick. Let's see. This is reaching the #1 score on Breakthrough, a game that I was introduced through Cuddles Arcade.
For answer to no, man, I still go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain.
Okay, enough of that.